You are about to learn everything you need to know about Nigerian stocks in this video. I will answer the 20 most asked questions about Nigerian stocks one by one. If you can watch this video to the end and not miss any of the answers, you are already on your way to big success with Nigerian stocks. And whether you are just learning how to buy Nigerian stocks for the first time or you've been investing for a while, these answers will guide you and help you avoid costly mistakes. So stay with me because this could be the start of your financial freedom journey through Nigerian stocks. What is the Nigerian Stock Exchange, NGX? The Nigerian Stock Exchange, now officially called the Nigerian Exchange Group, NGX, is the main marketplace where people buy and sell shares of companies in Nigeria. Imagine it like the popular market in your city, but instead of tomatoes, fabrics, or electronics, what is being exchanged here is ownership in businesses. That ownership comes in the form of shares or stocks. The NGX provide a safe, regulated environment where investors, that is people like you and me, can buy into companies, and companies can as well raise money by selling parts of their ownership to the public. For example, when MTN Nigeria wanted to raise funds, they sold some of their shares to the public through the exchange. That way, individuals could become part owners of MTN, while MTN received the money to grow their business. The Nigerian Stock Exchange has been around since 1961, making it one of the oldest organized financial markets in Africa. It is supervised by the Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC, which ensures fairness, transparency, and accountability. Every trade that happens there is recorded and settled through the Central Securities Clearing System, CSCS, so investors don't need to worry about fraud or missing shares. The NGX is not just for big banks or billionaires. Even small investors can participate. With as little as 5,000 naira or 10,000 naira, you can own shares in big Nigerian companies like Dangote Cement, GTCO, Zenith Bank, or Bua Foods. In summary, the NGX is a financial hub of Nigeria, connecting businesses that need money with people who want to grow their wealth. It is the bridge that makes investing in Nigerian companies possible. Question 2. What is a stock? A stock is simply a way of saying ownership in a company. When you buy a stock, you are not just putting money somewhere. You are actually buying a small part of that business. Let's say you buy Dangote Cement stock. It means you now own a piece of Dangote Cement. If you buy GTCO shares, it means you own part of Guarantee Trust Bank. Think of it like this. Imagine a bakery in your street. If the owner now decides to divide the bakery into 100 equal parts and sells one part to you, then you can probably say you own 1% of that bakery. You may not be baking bread yourself, but you still share in the profits and the growth of that bakery. That is exactly what stocks represent, only on a larger scale with big companies. Stocks are usually traded in units or shares. So if one share of Zenith Bank costs 30 naira and you buy 100 shares, it means you now own 3,000 naira worth of Zenith Bank. The more share you buy, the bigger your portion of ownership. Owning stocks also come with certain rights. You can receive dividends, which are profits that company shares with owners. You can also attend shareholders meetings where major decisions are discussed, and you can even vote. But most importantly, if the company grows and becomes more valuable, the price of your stock will rise, meaning your investment grows too. However, just as companies can succeed, they can also struggle. If a company performs badly, the price of its stocks may fall, and your investment can reduce in value. That is why stocks carry both opportunity and risk. A stock is your ticket to owning a piece of Nigeria's biggest businesses and growing your wealth as those businesses grow. Question number 3. How do I start investing in Nigerian stocks? Starting your journey in Nigerian stocks is much easier than most people think. Many Nigerians believe you need millions or a lot of money, but that is not true. The process is simple if you follow the right steps. The first thing you need is a stockbroker. You cannot go to the Nigerian Stock Exchange directly. You must pass through a licensed stockbroker. These stockbrokers act as middlemen to help you buy and sell shares. Some examples are ARM Securities, Meristem, Chapel Deham, Bamboo Trove, and others like that. Many of them even have apps you can use on your phone today. And once you choose a broker, the next step is to open a trading account with them. During this process, you'll be given a CSCS number. The CSCS number is like your BVN or bank account number in the stock market. It shows that your shares are safe and recorded in your own name. So even if the broker has issues, your investment remains secure. And after that, you will need to fund your account. This simply means transferring money into your stockbroker's account so they can use it to buy shares on your behalf. You don't need a lot of money. You can start with 5,000 naira or 10,000 naira depending on the company's share price. And once your account is funded, you can begin to buy shares. You tell your broker which company you want to invest in and they buy it for you. Some apps even allow you to place orders directly yourself, just like buying airtime online. And that is it. In just a few steps, the broker, CSS number, fund your account, buy shares. You are officially an investor in Nigerian stocks. Question 4. What is a CSCS number? The CSCS number is one of the most important things you must have when investing in Nigerian stocks. CSCS stands for Central Securities Clearing System. It is a system that keeps records of who owns which shares in Nigeria. Think of it like a secure warehouse, but instead of storing goods, it stores the records of all the shares you own. Your CSCS number is like your bank account number in the stock market. When you put money in the bank, it is recorded in your account. And no matter what happens to that bank branch, your money is still recognized. In that same way, when you buy shares through your stockbroker, the CSCS records them under your personal CSCS account number. Even if that broker has problems or shuts down, your shares remain safe in the CSCS system. And getting a CSCS number is part of the account opening process with any licensed stockbroker. Once you provide your details like BVN, your NIN, your passport photo, utility bills, the broker register you with CSCS and you are issued a unique number. That number is yours for life. No matter how many brokers you use, how many different stocks you buy, they are all linked to your one CSCS number. This is why people say the CSCS number is your proof of ownership, and without it, there will be no way to track or confirm that you actually own those shares. It also gives you peace of mind, knowing that your investment is secured by the official clearinghouse of the Nigerian stock market. Question 5. How much do I need to start investing in Nigerian stocks? One of the biggest misconceptions about the Nigerian stock market is that you need millions before you can start investing. And that's why many people shy away from investing in the Nigerian stock market. You can begin your journey into Nigerian stock with as little as 5,000 or 10,000 naira, depending on the company you want to buy into. Here's why. Stocks are sold in units and the cost depends on the price of one share. For example, if Zenith Bank is trading at 30 naira per share and you buy 100 units, that will cost you 3,000 naira. If MTN Nigeria is trading at 200 naira per share and you buy 50 units, that will cost you 10,000 naira. So the entry point is always flexible. It depends on the company and how many shares you choose to buy. Pay attention. While you can start with very little, it is important to invest an amount that is meaningful enough for you. If you buy just one share of 30 naira, you technically own part of the company, yes, but your dividends will be so small, you might not even notice them. That is why most investors aim to buy a reasonable numbers of shares to make future profits more rewarding. Another thing to note is brokerage fees. Stockbrokers charge small commissions when you buy or sell shares. So if you invest too little, those charges might eat into your returns. That's why many people recommend starting with at least 10,000 to 20,000 naira, even though technically you can start with less. Question number 6. Who is a stockbroker? A stockbroker is a licensed middleman that connects you to the Nigerian stock market. Think of the stockbroker like an agent or shopkeeper in a big market. You cannot go directly to the Nigerian exchange building and start buying shares yourself. All trades must go through a registered stockbroker because they are the ones authorized to place, buy and sell orders on behalf of investors like you.